To quell any potential concerns, no, this isn't just some run-of-the-mill drama video. This is an actual serious situation, and this situation needs some help, so please don't click off yet. As of today, January 14th, 2025, my friend Inky's channel has become under fire of fraudulent privacy complaints. So if you need a little context for the situation, as there have been 2 videos prior to this one, I know it's been 9 days since the last one. I thought it was over, but apparently not. Allow me to give you a little recap. An absolute loser by the name of Bleemson, who's been harassing my friend and apparently many others for years across over 100 different accounts to evade bans, placed 3 fraudulent copyright strikes on my friend Inky Skull's channel. The way that copyright strikes work is that if you get 3 strikes, then your channel gets set on a 7-day doomsday clock until it gets deleted unless you can get anything resolved. What you can do from that point is submit a counter notification to claim that the strike is fraudulent. However, to do this, you must hand over very sensitive information such as your legal name, contact information, and billing address. And all of this is handed over to the claimant directly, not YouTube, not any third party, your claimant, meaning that they get all of your personal information regardless or not if they actually were justified in claiming you in the first place. After submitting counter notifications, 2 of the strikes went through and 1 of the strikes was refuted, so Bleemson placed 2 more strikes on Inky's channel for good measure. That's a very brief explanation of the history. If you want more in-depth details, go watch the other 2 videos. But since then, Inky tried talking to Bleemson directly to negotiate some sort of deal to get the strikes removed. And Bleemson decided that his terms were going to include taking all the videos on Bleemson down, changing Inky's channel pronouns to she, her, making a post claiming that I'm gonna stop pretending to be a man or whatever, and then as well taking down the trans profile picture and all that. I obviously did not agree with complying with this and didn't want Inky to go through with it at all, but against my better judgment, Inky did anyways, and Bleemson then started acting like the accounts weren't his. Even though, in all of the emails, the email addresses that they come from have their secondary email listed as one of Bleemson's more main ones that has his name written on it, which just... Ooh! Ooh! Just makes me wanna... Oh! If you're not particularly aware or privy to the struggles of a trans individual, doing something like that is about the most painful thing you could put someone like that through, because you're actively telling them to renounce their own identity and their own self, the thing that they've worked hard to become comfortable with and are still fighting every day to find other people who will accept them and not treat them as differently, just because who they are is something that a lot of people like to disagree or contest with. That is an excruciating amount of pain you could put someone like that through. Absolutely psychopathic, and I would show some evidence in this video. If you want more evidence or context to that, watch the previous 2 videos or look in the doc down below, because the doc link down below has a myriad of evidence, like a lot of screenshots of a lot of bad things that Bleem's done. Though, about a day after the second video went up, a very helpful commenter informed us that if you just keep submitting counter notifications, you can wait out the 10-day timer that the strike lasts, and if the claimant hasn't taken you to court by then, the strike is dropped. So Inky's channel was safe, and this fuck-ass was at the very least unable to just go around striking whoever he wanted down. However, this still did leave the very dangerous possibility of this fucker going around claiming or striking channels, and then using this to get personal information that he can then lord over these people. So needless to say, I wasn't exactly happy with the turnout, but I was glad at least that we were out of the danger zone. But being that Bleem is just such a lovely individual who has the inflated ego of I can only compare him to a cartoon supervillain at this point. Fucking, not even a good villain like Doc Ock. This is like the fucking Shocker, Paste Pop Pete. Point is, his ego is so big that because we got out of the danger zone and has now resorted to filing privacy complaints. So the way that privacy complaints work are that if a video is containing personal information such as full name, your face if you haven't actually released it to the public yourself, personal information, contact information, anything that would really compromise your general privacy as a human, you can file a complaint and then a video will be taken down if it contains that. YouTube may give the opportunity to edit or alter the video in question, but in this case, because the information the complaint was made on was so crucial to the video, Inky obviously didn't do anything to remove those sections of the video or blur them out. And for clarification, the things that he was making these complaints about were the full legal names that we showed, because they were in fact not his full legal name. as they were 4 separate legal names placed across these legal copyright takedowns. Again, each account was under a different email, different legal name, but all had their secondary email set to Bleem. And given that you have anti-furries, furries, fucking zoophiles all hating this guy, I just really doubt that he found 4 different people to submit their full legal names in striking down Inky's content. This does not, however, mean the channel is in jeopardy. It is still able to be up and upload, it's just the videos in question have been taken down, these being the videos on the situation, publicizing all of the wrongdoing and trying to get word out there. Which is why I'm making my video here, and I haven't supported any sort of image or evidence myself, because I don't want to see that fucker try and silence me, because we're about to have some problems. All evidence can still be found in the description below in the Google Doc, containing myriads and myriads of evidence against Bleem. So be sure to give that a read so that way you can hate this fucker as much as I do. So no, Inky's channel is no longer in danger, however, it is still being harassed and attacked by Bleem actively, which is why I still find it incredibly urgent that we spread awareness. And I know I've said in the previous videos to just go and email creators and, vague stuff like that, but I will extend an arm here and actually tell you how to do it. The way that you want to get in contact with a creator is through their email, the contact email that they list on their channel. You can find this by going to their channel page, clicking more on the little subtext underneath their channel name on their channel page, and then scrolling down to where the email is, and then doing a CAPTCHA, because YouTube doesn't want their creators spammed by a bunch of bots. So you do the CAPTCHA, and then pull up their email address. If you're confused as to what to write for an email, I would recommend focusing the email on Bleem and Inky. Bleem being a harasser of Inky and having been using and abusing the copyright system, as well as other systems that be, to silence and bully Inky into submission. And then feel absolutely free to scroll through the document, find other things that he's done, and list them off frivolously in the email, summarizing a lot of what he's done. Link the document, link my videos because Inky's are gone, link Inky's channel, and feel free to put either my or Inky's contact information, like our contact emails that we put on our channel, in the bottom of the email when you send it out. It is very important that you don't copy anybody else's way of doing this, because if we all send the exact same formatted email, it'll just look like we're bots spamming. So word it in your own way. Try to be very formal about it. Don't do what I do in these videos and insult the shit out of Bleem. Even though he deserves it, it's not going to really help your case. And if you're unsure as to whether a creator will or will not talk about this situation, be sure to leave some leniency. They don't have to make a dedicated video talking about this. They could just make a post on a different social media about it, a YouTube post about it, a reposting or sharing the video in question, like this video, or, well, really this video would probably be the one to share since it's the most recent. Sharing this video around, sharing it via community post, or sharing it on a different platform. That would help. Feel free to encourage them to do that if they don't want to make a full dedicated video to it. And as well, spread your own awareness, throw it up on Reddit, throw it up on fucking Tumblr, because I know not everybody wants to use Twitter, and I completely agree, but if you still are on that godforsaken platform, tweet at YouTube, retweet any tweet you see about this, including from me or Inky. There was a tweet linked in the last video, but unfortunately, it, I guess, got age restricted. Okay. So you can't view it by clicking on the link, but you can if you're signed into Twitter and then go to my account, because I have it as the pinned tweet. And also, email YouTube about this. Email YouTube telling them that Bleem is abusing their system and has filed several fraudulent claims and strikes against a YouTuber by the name of Inky Skull. Link the document, whatever you want, any evidence that you can, put it in there, and send it out to YouTube, because given the size of the channels we are, that's why Bleem's harassing us. Well, harassing Inky. And many others, specifically trans creators, I think. Other people as well who support said creators, but regardless of if you like trans people or not, I don't care in this situation. I just want you to help me stop this objectively bigger loser, because ultimately, at the end of the day, we cannot do this alone, because we're just not that big. We don't have that platform. We don't have that voice. So we need you guys to form that voice. Be loud with us. Get people who can be loud to a giant audience. We just need eyes on this so that way we can get Bleem off the platform. That way he can't go around harassing people and submitting strikes on their channels, and if they don't know what to do, their channel goes away, and if they do know what to do, their personal information gets handed over to Bleem. Oh, and in case you had any doubts or hopes for this fucker, he's now literally said in plain text what he's trying to do. This guy is a very dangerous person, dare I say, psychopathic, and I really just want to be done with him. So, all the things I said to do, go do them. If you've already done it before with the last videos, do it again. And also, I guess, keep an eye on my channel because either I or Inky will call a ceasefire on these things when it all gets sorted, but it's not done yet. So, go get him!